somewhere nobody knew this story, where I could just be a normal college student instead of the kid who almost killed a teacher with peanut butter. The same day I accepted the college offer, Mrs. Pierce's daughter posted another video online trying to play victim one last time. She talked about how her family was persecuted and forced to pay money they didn't have, but this time the comment section destroyed her. People had seen Lance's articles and knew about their history of lawsuits. Someone posted screenshots of the other families they'd targeted. Another person found records showing they weren't poor at all, but had plenty of money from all their previous settlements. Within 3 hours, she deleted the video, but screenshots were everywhere. 2 days later, she posted that they were moving to another state for a fresh start because of all the harassment they'd faced here. Good riddance. Graduation day came faster than expected, and the principal had called to say I was allowed to walk with my class despite everything. My mom helped me iron my cap and gown the night before, and we didn't talk about how different this day was supposed to be. When they called my name, some people clapped while others stayed silent. A few parents actually booed, but I kept my head up and walked across that stage knowing I'd survived everything they'd tried to do to me. I shook the principal's hand even though part of me wanted to refuse, took my diploma, and walked off that stage finally free from that place. The next week there was an awards ceremony for local journalism, and Lance won first place for his investigation into the Pierce family. In his acceptance speech, he thanked a brave young person who refused to be silenced without saying my name. He held up that award and said sometimes the truth takes time to come out, but it always finds a way. I watched the live stream from my room while packing for college and actually smiled for the first time in months. The next morning, my mom and I took the settlement check to the auto shop to finally fix her car the right way. The mechanic showed us the damage from the slashed tires and said whoever did it used a box cutter based on the cut patterns. My mom didn't say anything about it, but I saw her jaw tighten when she signed the repair order. We used part of the settlement money, and she kept the receipt in a folder she labeled evidence, even though we both knew we'd never need it again. That same week, Ella started texting me and asked if I wanted to grab coffee after school. I met her at the Starbucks near campus, and she told me how watching me fight back against the Pierce family made her realize she'd been letting people walk all over her too. She'd finally reported the girls who'd been stealing her lunch money since freshman year, and they got suspended. We started hanging out more, and she helped me pack for college while telling me about her own plans to study nursing. She said that day in class when Mrs. Pierce collapsed, taught her she wanted to help people in medical emergencies, instead of just standing there frozen. I drove past the Pierce house one afternoon and saw the for sale sign had been up, so long it was starting to fade. The realtor told my mom at the grocery store that nobody wanted to buy it after everything that happened. People in town called them the lawsuit family now, and nobody wanted that bad energy in their house. I spent 3 days writing my college essay about the whole mess and how it taught me that injustice can happen to anyone, but fighting back matters more than winning. The admissions counselor emailed me later, saying it was one of the strongest essays she'd read that year, and it showed real character growth. A letter came from Mrs. Pierce 2 weeks before graduation, and I could tell her lawyer wrote it because it used words like regrettable incident and unintended consequences. She said she was sorry for how things escalated, but never